Welcome to the 37th annual Woodworking for Mere Mortals Holiday Gift Buying Guide. And hey, don't wish me a happy Honda days, my family celebrates Toyotathon. Quick reminder that the Holiday Extravaganza issue of my award-winning monthly newsletter, Notes from the Shop, gets sent out next Friday. It's jam-packed with stories, jokes, we got videos, viewer projects, gift-making ideas, and much more. You just don't want to miss out on this issue in particular. Sign up for free over at notesfromsteve.com. I mean, of course it's free. That would be kind of weird to have a newsletter that wasn't free. So the holiday we're here to celebrate in this video is, of course, Black Friday, the most American holiday of them all. I, for one, will be singing the traditional Black Friday songs like "Oh Come All You Spenders" and "Joy to the Bills." All I want for Black Friday is everything, and my favorite, I'm dreaming of a white Black Friday. However you celebrate, you've come to the right place for a highly curated list of BF gifts for your BFF woodworker, even if that woodworker happens to be you. Some of these are my traditional picks, but I've also added some stuff that's new for 22. And since I've researched this stuff by using it for years, I could legally say that this is all based on science. Wood is the perfect gift. I guarantee every woodworker appreciates wood, but what to get? Well, the wood you buy tells a lot about your relationship. At the bottom tier is a 2x4 stud. I mean, sure, we can always use a 2x4, but it says that you have no intention of taking your relationship any further. It's like giving somebody a gift card to the dollar store. What you really want to do is buy exotic lumber. Every woodworker will drool when they open a package containing a big chunk of babinga or zebra wood. I mean, nothing says I love you more than some really nice wood that nobody's heard of. And guess what? Your woodworker partner will probably use it to make you something special. I mean, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, you know. But most likely they'll just save it with their good wood to save for a special project that never actually happens. It's just too good to ever use, but that's okay. Let him just admire his exotic wood. So a while back, Lincoln Street Woodworks posted a story over on Instagram discussing how he didn't understand why everybody loves the glue bot. Like, how is it any different than just a regular old squeeze bottle or like the bottle that the glue itself comes in? Well, Mr. Lincoln, as someone who's been using a glue bot for many years, I can tell you that the answer is, well, it's in the name itself, glue bot. Basically, it's like having a robot gluing stuff for you. It's like having an empty mustard bottle but with this really cool shape. I mean, it's practically European. It's really handy for gluing things in vertical positions using some sort of proprietary science that would just take too long for me to Wikipedia. And it doesn't clog up the way regular squeeze bottle does. I mean, it does clog up, this little bit gets clogged, but it's super satisfying to pull that big chunk of glue out of there. And you know what? It doesn't even need a cap. Well, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should use a cap. It comes with one, but you just throw that away. I don't think there's any argument that the invention of the glue bot is just as important as the discovery of penicillin. Speaking of glue, get that someone special a gallon of Titebond 2. A gallon. It might last a year, so this could be your new Black Friday tradition. One of the best gifts you can give somebody, or especially give yourself, is a membership in the Weekend Woodworker course. It's a perfect gift for someone who's just getting into woodworking and wants to learn the basics and make some really cool stuff. Head over to weekendwoodworkercourse.com. If it's a gift, there's a gift option on the checkout page, so you can give the person a certificate, an actual thing that they can open or look at and admire. Look into the Weekend Workshop course too, a great way to set up a workshop in whatever space you have. Clamps are appreciated by any woodworker. It doesn't even matter what kind of clamp, just that it squeezes things together. I like to use these bar clamps. I guess is a great choice and they're pretty affordable. Also, consider one of these things. This is a strap clamp. This is really one of the most used clamps in my shop. I use it for picture frames, boxes, and all kinds of other junk. Tape measures. We can always use extra tape measures because the one you need is never, ever where you left it. Well, you know what we do is we just pace around and around our shop for hours trying to find the tape measure. I even check in like all the weird places, like in the fridge or something a couple times. Just, you never know, maybe that's where you left it. Of course, then we just start accusing other family members of borrowing it, and the worst part is when we finally give up and we're just forced to use like that weird emergency tape measure that we've had for years. Yeah, well, it works fine, but it's just weird. No, I can't explain why it's weird. It just is. My first recommendation, absolute favorite tape measure, is this 16-foot lefty-righty reverse tape measure from FastCap. This thing is a game changer because you can read it in either direction, whether you're pulling it from the right or from the left. This has been my go-to tape measure for years. Plus it's got a clip, you can hook it on your belt. And you know what it has on here? It's got a pencil sharpener. I owned this, my first one, for like 5 years before I even realized there was a pencil sharpener on there. Do I ever use it? No. Here's another tape measure. This is especially handy if you are an American who posts woodworking videos and mentions inches in a video. Because metric users are required to tell you that you should just use metric. It's a lot easier, you know. You can easily make these folks happy by using this dual imperial metric tape measure. I mean, it looks funny to everybody. So it just, you know what it shows on here is inches and grams. Oh, you knew this was coming. The gripper is an essential safety tool for every woodworker. I've been using mine for the past decade or so, and I can't imagine making cuts without it. It keeps my fingers safe, and it gives me excellent control over the workpiece. They've got a great offer over there on the website right now where they're gonna throw in an 1/8 inch leg for free if you buy one of these. And speaking of Microjig, maker of the gripper, I'm really enjoying this new gadget called the Fit Finder. It performs one very specific task, setting the blade or bit to half the thickness of a board. So it takes the guesswork out of making perfectly fitting lap joints or setting a router bit, finding the dead center of a dowel or whatever else you need. Maybe you're one of those fancy lads who shops at Williams-Sonoma. Well, maybe you've got a table saw that has an accurate indicator for bevels, but if your table saw is like mine, when it says 45 degrees, it's most likely not even close to 45 degrees. So I've got this. This is a digital angle finder. I find this critical. It's easy to set up, and it gives you a really accurate reading down to a 1/10 of a degree. Here's a tool that your woodworker might not have. It's this little blower. This one is the Ryobi 1 Plus 18-volt compact. This thing is handy for, you know, just cleaning out my shop, blowing all the dust into the rest of the world, and cleaning off like workbenches. I can even clean off my clothes before I go into the house. I also like to use it for just blowing any dust off of a workpiece before I finish it. I mean, so it's basically a leaf blower that it won't annoy the entire neighborhood quite as much. There you go. There's my gift buying guide for 2022. Remember, every day could be Black Friday if you just dream big enough. Merry Christmas, everybody.